I'm gonna melt you down and make a cock ring. Juggernaut to Colossus. Welcome back to our channel, folks. Today's topic is one that has been circulating throughout the comic book community. We're looking into the possibility of a Juggernaut film and how it could change everything. Yes, we're referring to the mighty Juggernaut from the X-Men and Deadpool universes. So get your popcorn ready and let's get started. Before we get into the specifics, let's give a quick rundown for those who are unfamiliar with the Juggernaut. The unstoppable Juggernaut, or Cain Marko, is a fictional character who appears in Marvel Comics' American comic books. He debuted in X-Men number 12, July 1965, as an adversary of the eponymous superhero team created by writer Stan Lee and artist co-writer Jack Kirby. Since then, he has clashed with other superheroes, most notably Spider-Man and the Hulk. Cain Marko is a regular human who was transformed into a literal human juggernaut by a gem belonging to the deity Cyttorak. He has superhuman strength and endurance and is virtually impervious to most physical attacks. His helmet also shields him from mental attacks. Juggernaut, despite not being a mutant, has been depicted as a prominent member of the Brotherhood of Mutants. He's also the stepbrother of Professor X. Since his debut in the Silver Age of comic books, the character has appeared in over 5 decades of Marvel publications, most notably in X-Men titles and in 2 one-shot solo publications. The character has also appeared on Marvel merchandise such as clothing, toys, trading cards, animated television shows, and video games. In the 2006 film X-Men: The Last Stand, Vinnie Jones plays Juggernaut, and in the 2018 film Deadpool 2, Ryan Reynolds provided motion capture and voice acting for the CGI character. Marko is a mutant who was born with his powers in some reinterpretations, most notably the X-Men film series, while in others they simply came from his costume. Juggernaut was ranked 188th on the Wizards list of the top 200 comic book characters in 2008. Juggernaut was ranked 19th on the IGN's list of the top 100 comic book villains in 2009. IGN also ranked him as Spider-Man's 22nd most dangerous foe. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Juggernaut to Shadowcat. In the original timeline, Juggernaut first appeared in X-Men: The Last Stand. Magneto recruited Juggernaut into the Brotherhood of Mutants after he was released from US custody. He was accompanied by multiple men and a Mystique Juggernaut and quickly became one of Magneto's trusted generals due to his immense strength. When Magneto attempted to recruit Jean at her family home, Wolverine and Storm were left outside to face Juggernaut, Callisto, Quill, and Arclight. Soon after, Wolverine and Juggernaut fought, with the latter emerging victorious. During the Battle of Alcatraz, Juggernaut was assigned to assassinate Leech, the source of the mutant cure. Meanwhile, Kitty Pryde went to stop him. In an attempt to kill Kitty and Leech, he knocked himself out by colliding with a wall, the latter negating his power of irresistible force. Juggernaut is said to have survived Phoenix's destruction of Alcatraz Island, but it is unknown whether he left the cure or not. Now, let's shift our focus to revised timeline Deadpool 2. You can't stop this motherfucker. Deadpool to Domino and Cable. Juggernaut was a prisoner at the Icebox facility, held in a secure section. Russell Collins befriended the Juggernaut after Cable assaulted the prison by sharing food with him. Because Cable attacked the prison, all inmates were scheduled to be transported to another facility. Deadpool forms an X-Force team of mutants to fight Cable and save Russell. The team attacks the prison truck transporting Russell by leaping from a plane and parachuting in, but all members except Wilson and Domino are killed in the landing. Russell frees the Juggernaut during the battle, who destroys the truck and flees with Russell. Cable joins forces with Deadpool to prevent Russell from murdering the orphanage's abusive headmaster, which sets Russell on his murderous path. Wilson, Cable, and Domino arrive at the orphanage to stop Russell and the Juggernaut, but they struggle to defeat the latter, who proves to be too powerful for them. Colossus appears and temporarily distracts the Juggernaut, allowing Cable and Wilson to catch up with Russell. The Juggernaut was defeated by Colossus, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and Yukio. Yukio restrains him with a chain, Colossus shoves a power cable up his anus, and Negasonic uses her power to knock him into the pool, electrocuting him. He is seen climbing out of the bath just before the credits. This indicates that we can expect to see him in the upcoming film, or that, based on his popularity, we may see an entire film or series on Disney+. I'm gonna rip you in half now. That is such a Juggernaut thing to say. Juggernaut and Deadpool. Despite being a criminal, Juggernaut appears to have some sense of honor in the revised timeline, as he helped Fire Fist free him and acted as a friend, if not a business partner. As he appears to have a good heart, there is a story to tell about how he became a criminal. Let's talk about the Giant's powers, original and revised timeline. If he builds any momentum, no object can stop him. Pyro. Irresistible force embodiment. Juggernaut is nearly impossible to stop once he starts moving in a certain direction. Some obstacles can slow his pace, but cannot completely halt him. Juggernaut has immense superhuman strength, making him one of the physically strongest mutants, along with Colossus and Apocalypse, capable of easily overpowering Wolverine and throwing him around like a ragdoll. Superhuman durability. Juggernaut's skin, muscles and bones are several times denser than the same tissues in a normal human's body, contributing significantly to his superhuman weight and making him extremely difficult to wound. While Wolverine's adamantium claws pierce Juggernaut, he doesn't appear to be in much pain. Superhuman speed. Despite his enormous size, Juggernaut has strong leg muscles that allow him to run and move at speeds that exceed the natural physics limits of the best human athlete. Juggernaut's body produces no fatigue toxins during physical activity, providing him with limitless superhuman stamina in all physical activities. He's never seen resting or sitting down while in the company of his brothers. Master combatant. Juggernaut is an exceptional fighter. He was able to keep the upper hand for the majority of his duel with Colossus. He was also able to subdue Cable, Deadpool, and Domino, 3 formidable opponents. "I'm doing this alone. The Juggernaut will kill you all." Deadpool. In the original timeline, Juggernaut's fate is unknown. It's possible that the Phoenix's destruction of Alcatraz killed him because he was still unconscious when Jean was destroying the facility. The Juggernaut is not a mutant in mainstream comics, and his power comes from the mystical Cyttorak Ruby. He's the only mutant in the Ultimate Universe. A younger Juggernaut was said to appear in X-Men Days of Future Past and was to be played by Josh Hellman, but he was cut from the film and replaced by Quicksilver. Instead, Josh Hellman played William Stryker. Despite not being portrayed as Charles Xavier's stepbrother in The Last Stand, Charles mentions having a stepfather in X-Men First Class, who is in the comics as Kurt Marco, Juggernaut's father. Deadpool 2 confirms that the Juggernaut is Xavier's stepbrother, at least in the newly revised timeline. Kane Marco may have been born human and conceived after events of Days of Future Past in the new timeline, and became the comic-accurate Juggernaut seen in Deadpool 2 after retrieving Cyttorak's gem at a later stage. It's unclear how either version of the Juggernaut was initially captured and restrained before being released in The Last Stand and Deadpool 2, though he may have been sedated. Juggernaut is an American character in the comics, but he's also portrayed as British in The Last Stand. In Deadpool 2, however, he's depicted with a Brooklyn accent, implying that he was born in New York. With Deadpool 3, we can certainly expect Juggernaut to return as a superhero or anti-hero. Well, that's it for now. Make sure that you like our video and please share your views and opinions in the comment section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest news and reviews on upcoming movies from us, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, we'll see you at the next one.